Hey guys,
Welcome to another episode of Pew Time with Tony.
and Jackie.
Today is Travis Pastrana number. I'm just kidding. He's not a guest, but it is episode 199, and that was his number. A little bit of trivia for you. There you go.
Okay. We'll jump straight into gun news.
As Reddit,
Has banned all firearms parts sales, including optics, and specific instructions or files for those items, meaning 3D prints. This rule went into effect on October 9th.
so we're bringing it to you 2 months later.
1 month.
Oh yeah, October. Yeah, 1 month.
1 month.
Yes.
3.5 weeks if you want to get technical.
Okay, Ruger has released 2 new versions of the LCP Max, which you and I are both fans of.
Yes.
One has a titanium nitrided barrel with lightning cut windows in the slide and a manual safety.
Yes. The manual safety versions came out a few months back.
Mhm.
They originally only came out with a black slide, and then like a month or so ago, they came out with the stainless version. And now they have other versions as well, like this one, black and gold.
I don't know if you needed to make the slide lighter on this gun,
Right?
but
They just wanted to be able to see the gold barrel from the side.
in your pocket,
Why is it gold in the first place? Aesthetics.
I got you. Okay.
That model MSRP is for $429. The other one, uh, I am like the least excited about this. The other version of the LCP Max comes with an enclosed Ruger red dot micro reflex sight, and according to Ruger, it features a factory mounted,
Hold on. That's not the name of it. It is the Ruger Ready Dot Micro Reflex.
which features a factory mounted co-witness Ruger ready dot micro reflex sight featuring a large 15, that's 15 MOA red aiming dot. It is a light gathering fiber optic automatically adjusting to the light conditions.
So it's actually not a red dot.
It is not a reflex
sight.
sight. Right.
This is the same thing that they came out with, I think it was a year ago now.
Oh, it's been a couple of years
Couple.
for their Max 9s or little.
Yeah, the Ready Dot.
Yeah.
So it is basically just a projector for not LED,
Fiber optic.
a fiber optic tube, and projects on a screen. Yeah, it's
It's
uh,
it is like the smallest gun I've ever seen in my life with a red dot like thing on it.
well, I mean, like Monsoon's been putting red dots on the bodyguards.
Mm-hmm. But like
Actual red dots.
from the factory.
Yeah.
Like the bodyguard doesn't come optic ready.
I thought when they first announced this, it was going to be a Max with like their own version of like that Leopold tube red dot thingy.
Mm-hmm. Because that's what it looks like. It looks
Yeah.
like an enclosed emitter mailbox.
Yeah, I was looking, I was like, how did Ruger make this? Or who's making it for? Oh, never mind. Never mind. No one wants this.
And that one MSRP is for $449.
I don't know if we covered it, but Stealth Arms is now released the Platypus with the P320 mag variant. Now, I say that there's a small caveat. As of today, so 11/3, it is not yet part of the builder. So they make all black ones, and the ones that they're releasing,
Most of them are in like the crowd pleaser, what they'll call the crowd
yeah,
pleaser.
their arm are cut, bull barrel, prickle grip, 4 1/4 or 5-inch, and you really just got to catch them on the website. Supposedly they're going to be releasing it on the builder soon,
Mm-hmm.
so keep your eye out for that. But the 320 mag variant is very much around.
And for that, when you're on the Stealth Arms website, stealtharms.net, It'll be under Build a Platypus, but there's two separate sections. You can either build your own or click the In Stock Now.
Hmm.
It'll be under the In Stock Now. And just keep hitting refresh.
Yeah.
They'll show up.
The next item I saw on accident in, those promotional emails that you get, like that go in the inbox that you never see.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Taurus. It is a GX. They call it the GX4 Strike Bravo. I can't talk today.
You cannot.
Anywho, this is a Taurus GX4 and Strike Industries FSA single stabilizer, I believe is what they call it. And combined, it's basically them trying to have a Taurus version of the Flux Raider. The MSRP on this is just under $800.
Yeah.
It is optic ready, has a threaded barrel, does have a reversible charging handle. I mean, I'm supporting this because it's introducing more people to like the pistol PDW. And I think it's kind of cool. I think that market could use some more exploration.
Hilariously, like it is double the price of just buying a GX4.
Yeah, I don't
Where
even
if
know.
they did this with another company, it wouldn't be as big of a price jump because the other pistols that you see stuff like this on are not $400 optic ready guns.
I wonder what. Hang on, let's see here. I wonder. I am so tired of every gun's website now having the age verification thing,
Yeah.
driving me up a wall.
And Kimber is the absolute worst. I went to go check on like a SKU number for someone, and they're like, "Oh, well, it looks like this, it looks like that, it's this caliber." So we're on the Kimber website. You have to put, you can scroll to the month, scroll to the year. They start the year at 1900 instead of current day, and then you just scroll back. They start at 1900s.
But
We got to scroll, scroll,
why
scroll.
do you scroll? I don't put my real date in.
Just any random.
You have any idea how many times I've gone to a website and it says I'm born March 2nd of 1901?
So you're
Possible.
currently looking up information on the stabilizing brace
I just want to see how much it is. Like,
by itself.
yeah, if they make it by themselves or if the only way you can get this is from Taurus. Of course, their website is not working.
Well, the Taurus that they put this stabilizer on also comes with a threaded barrel. You mentioned it was optic ready already. And it does have a reversible charging handle at the back. I could see this being a really fun toy to shoot. I don't know that no matter what kind of dress you put her in, it's still a Taurus.
Sure.
You know, am I going to pay $800 for something that is still a Taurus at its core? Probably not, but it's, you know, it's a fun concept, right? There are Taurus fans out there. They exist.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, it is listed for $0 on their website.
Oh, that's mighty convenient. That means that Taurus GX4 is worth $800
Oh,
with a free
you
stabilizer
can only buy this
as a kit.
as a complete gun,
Hmm.
at least for now. I assume they probably have like a window like, hey, we're going to sell this by itself or as a kit for 6 months, 12 months.
And then open it up and let you buy the stabilizer
Yeah.
for an existing GX4.
In other news, I didn't know this was available. I'm not on Strike Industries website very often, but they make a Strike modular chassis for the Ruger 5.7, and it actually looks cool.
Oh, that does look cool.
I'm getting we have the MP7 at home.
If MP7 and High Point had a baby.
Yeah. I might actually buy a 5.7 for this.
I'm a huge fan. If we were gonna get a 5.7, I know the Smith one has, you know, kind of been calling to me, but I've actually gotten a chance to shoot the Ruger, and I really like it a lot.
So I've shot the Ruger. The Ruger is quite nice.
I do like it. I like it better than the FN. Honestly, even before Ruger did their big price drop on the 5.7s, which I happen to feel like there's got to be like a Gen 2 or something coming around the corner. It was a significant price drop. It went from an MSRP of like 7 down to like 569.
Mm.
So, like a huge $130 price drop. So I don't know if there's something new coming out and they're just trying to get rid of the old version of it before the new ones come out, or if they just said, yeah, let's just chop this gun, chop 25% off of the price of it
Mm.
and see how it goes from there. Regardless of the reason, I want one even more now.
Marlin, or I'm sorry, Ruger Marlin, as they so blatantly put everywhere. Like, we get it, guys. You bought Marlin.
You're right.
We understand. Marlin is releasing the Trapper Series 1894 in 10 millimeter.
Huge fan.
I mean, I don't know. I I get if you want to carry over caliber. I'd be interested to see the ballistics of a 10 mil out of like the 16-inch barrel.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not getting like good ballistics, what is this giving you over a 44?
Mm-hmm.
You get more capacity, but not much.
Correct. But like you said, the carryover in caliber, other guns in your collection, I personally am very excited to expand our caliber collection. Tens. Buy them all.
No, no.
Actually, a friend of mine let me shoot their 10 millimeter Derringer. Ooh, that's a spicy meatball.
MSRP on this one is $1,600, 16-inch barrel, 10 round capacity. And I don't know. Like, I'd have to see it. I know Hornady is releasing a 10 millimeter uh, round in their Levolution line for this, basically for this gun. We'll see. I don't know. I don't see the point, honestly, not in 10 mil.
Have you seen the way those rounds are shaped? That's the point.
Oh my god.
I'm hilarious. Anyways, I want one. I was not super excited about a lot of the Marlins as they were releasing those different calibers. The 357. Obviously, I got excited about that. But this I'm kind of excited about. It still blows my mind that the very first caliber they introduced after the buyout when they started manufacturing again was the 4570.
Yeah, but that's the proper lever gun. That or 3030.
When they released that, it was early 21 and we were still recovering from the ammo shortage. And you didn't see 4570 on the shelves for at least another year after they announced those guns. Just poor timing is all. This one I'm really excited about. It gives me old school feels, and when I asked you about it, you mentioned it was an older model, and then I did some digging and like down into the rabbit hole I went. Smith and Wesson is doing an exclusive with Davidson's with 500 units only. It is the Model 20. So it's a 357 Magnum, 6 rounds, 6-inch gun, deep blued stainless frame, premium rosewood grips. It has like a half lug, so it doesn't go like the full lug. And the way you explain it to me makes the most sense why it looked so familiar. It looks like a big, beefy version of the M&P,
The old M,
the
the
old M.
pre-model 10.
hmm So the original production of this gun ran from 1930 to 1941, stopped during World War II, and then resumed again from 1946 to 1966. So it didn't run for very long, 30 years total with a break in the middle. They switched names to the model numbers. The heavy duty became the Model 20, and then their classic production ended in 1966. So they have not made this gun in almost 60 years, 59 years. So they are reintroducing it, but only 500. This gun is MSRPing for $1,549.99, and it is a Davidson's exclusive, so you can't just.
For you guys that aren't in the industry and still want to get it, just look for any dealer that deals with Gallery of Guns. That'll be your way to find this gun if you want it.
Very exciting.
We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the set the internet on fire because Glock is ceasing production on Gen 3, 4, and 5.
Yep.
And they're replacing it with
The V models.
the Gen V.
which is,
for those of you that didn't pay attention in school, is the Roman numeral for 5.
yeah,
I really think this is just a sidestep for Glock because, as much as the internet leads you to believe, they think Glock just rolled over to states like California and is it New Jersey,
I think it was an East Coast state. I believe it was Jersey.
where they just rolled over and they're like, okay, well, now we're going to sell guns this way. They had a case in California and they were getting beat and settled, bleeding money, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is just a sidestep to be able to continue to sell a Gen 5 version before the Gen 6 comes out.
Yeah, the way the California law is written, it is Glocks with a very specific, and then they have like a long extended definition of the type of trigger bar used. So my guess is that it'll look like a Gen 5, have Gen 5 features, but they're going to redesign that trigger bar so it's not
Yeah,
in that same category of banned items.
the whole reason this came up is they need the gun not to be easily convertible to a machine pistol, or a machine gun as they call it, for putting switches on guns, basically.
Hmm.
It's it's not going to stop anything.
Right. Someone is going to see that design, come
Right.
up with something like a switch, but called something different. Maybe the Tony Salas.
The dimmer instead of a switch.
The dimmer. But they'll come out with something to modify their new version, right? So down the road, it's not going to matter. Someone's always going to come up with something. It's how technology works. So right now, I guess doing the best they can with what they got, right?
Right. Shooting sports happened. We had race gun nationals. That happened in Utah. There were 615 shooters. Limited had 22 at a nationals.
Staggering.
L10 had 18. I'd be interested to see what the L10 guns look like there for a majority of them,
Hmm.
to see if they were like frame mounted 40 cal guns.
Hmm.
Limited Optics had 282. PCC had 104. Everyone's like, ooh, LO's taking over. It's hard when you have nationals separated like this. I guarantee a lot of those LO shooters are CO shooters.
You're right.
So we're just going to run through them real quick. Limited Division, third place, Gianni Giordano. Second, Scott Brown. First, Mason Lane.
Limited 10, third place, Tim Dunduri.
10 for Timmy.
Second, Hunter Constantine. And first place, Shane Coley.
Glock.
Ladies' first place in Limited 10 was Jaleese Williams.
Limited Optics, third place, Brantley Merriam. Second, Casey Eusebio. First place, Adam Grimm.
And ladies, Limited Optics, third place, Michaela Hill. Second, Lena Michalik. And first place, Morgan Lionheart.
It's nice to see Lena shooting a pistol.
Yeah.
Open Division, third place, Aaron Edens. Second, Brian Jones. First place, Christian Seiler.
And ladies open, third place, Anna McCarthy. Second, Jesse Harrison. And first place, Brenna Gaston.
And PCC, third place, Migs Valencia. Second, Brian Nelson. First place, Maximundi Leograndis.
Ladies PCC, third place, Sophia Byram. Second place, Ashlyn Champagne. And first place, Justine Williams.
So, rounds out nationals, all of our nationals,
Mm-hmm.
until next year.
Until next year. Which I don't know. Did they already announce the dates on those? They
Yeah,
usually announce the
they do.
dates at nationals for next year's.
We'll talk about them next week. I didn't pull them up for this one because we had quite a busy couple weeks. One, you were sick as a dog. But before you got sick, we did two very exciting things. One, we went to Monsoon Tactical Demo Days as good friends of the team at Monsoon. We go down to support them every year at their demo day, and this is basically a day where you can grab a ticket online, come down. It's not expensive. He puts on a match, we do a shoot off, and he gets a lot of companies that he works with together, and they do awesome giveaways that you can win based off performance because Monsoon believes heavily in being able to perform. You know, they make guns, they add performance to guns, they want you to train. There's a big through line for performance with Monsoon Tactical, which is why we probably get along so well. What an awesome time.
You forgot to mention the whole reason why demo is in the title of that. You get to try out a bunch of their guns.
Oh yeah. Basically anything in their catalog, they have something there uh, with it done and you can try it.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you got the ammo, you are more than welcome to, well,
Shoot all the stuff.
go to town on the stuff. So we did a little 4-stage match. That's what we started off with. And they have some damn good shooters come down. Just
Mm.
Team Monsoon themselves as the people in the shop, and as well as their sponsored shooters. Super high level guys. There was a lot of new shooters, guys that had never even shot a match before. So congrats.
I think we
And
had 2 first-time shooters.
yeah, no, there was more than that. Guys that had never shot a match before.
Mm.
So good on Vinny and the team at Monsoon for broadening the sport and getting more people into it as well. We had a fun match.
It was a very fun match. It was actually my first match with a new gun that I only had 1 mag through to 0.
Yeah, but you shot a platypus before.
Yeah, just, not the commander, and mine never had, like, the prickle grip, just little small differences that I had to readjust to.
You just hadn't been shooting in general.
Yeah, haven't shot a whole lot. I'd only shot 1 match this summer, and, well, it showed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you had
Yeah.
fun.
I had a lot of things to recover from. Yes, recovery was the name of the game that particular day. That was October 18th.
I finally got to shoot, so did you, the Staccato HD.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I didn't get to shoot a stock one, so the one that we shot was where Monsoon takes the Staccato 4.5 HD, which is the slight block variant, and they mill out the sight block into a comp and basically make a micro XC. Hold on. We're having some.
Our children are fighting. Did you just drop a mag on the floor to scare them into not fighting with each other?
I think so.
That's funny. Always carry spare mags, even if they're empty. They can be useful. To the HD, the
Yeah.
things that they changed on them.
So they take the sight block from the 4.5 and basically mill it into its own compensator and make a micro XC that takes clock mags. Shot pretty good. I have to say they didn't do all the work to it that they would normally, like the stippling, the trigger job, and all that. They just did the comp. So I can't tell you how a stock one shoots, but I can tell you like the stock components, like the trigger is meh.
Yeah.
I think you're really starting to see the Series 80-esque trigger problems in that gun. So I'm sure it'll be a little bit before someone can get a crispy trigger in it.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's not far.
No. What else did you shoot there?
I shot the Shield X,
Oh yeah, yeah.
which I have also not shot the stock version of, so but this one had the popple holes.
Just like yours, right?
Oh, you know what? It didn't have the popple holes. This one had the chunk on the front
Oh,
because they moved the front sight back.
yeah.
So it would it's actually snappier than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I figure, a little bit longer than the one I carry, plus the chunk. I was expecting it to not feel just like mine. It didn't feel
I think,
as tame, for a 4 inch, right?
yeah, but I think that's because you're feeling the difference between what a quote compensator is versus your ports.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the 3.1 with the three popple holes, butter.
You know.
But that's what I shot.
That was a ridiculous day for us. We we ended up waking up at 12:30 in the morning to get on the road by 1:30.
1:30.
Drove 5.5 hours, so got there with the time change 6.5 hours. Shot the match, did the hangout, all the things.
Demo day. We watched the duel.
Yep,
We had a steel duel.
yep. They watched the shoot off, and then we drove back the same day and got home at like 11 o'clock at night.
Straight to bed.
Straight to bed. I don't know if we're going to do that in the same day anymore because that was
Is
pretty
that
brutal.
yeah, 23 hour day. Not a huge fan. But we did meet a lot of people out there that had other interests that we did, like, you know, talking about hunting in Ohio and things like
Oh, yeah.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Deer hunting. I mean, I didn't realize how different a lot of the regulations were state by state. And the only reason I'm taking interest in this now,
It's because you have finally gone deer hunting.
I did. I did it last week. It was so much fun. I didn't really do anything but sit there and wait for something and saw nothing but birds and squirrels. So I went,
I got news for you.
I came, I saw,
That's hunting.
and I did not conquer.
That's hunting.
So it was an exciting adventure, you know? Early morning, setting up the blind with headlamps on in the dark so that we could be ready before, you got a 30-minute window from sunup, so the sun came up at 7:30, so we were allowed to start shooting or hunting or have an arrow in the bow at 7. And froze in the blind with at 37 degrees for 2.5 hours. We had every intention on doing a day hunt. So, a few hours in the morning, break for lunch, come back, do an evening hunt. Uh, it was so cold. I mean, it took us so long to actually warm up in that first portion of the day. We went out and broke for would be lunch. It ended up being like 9:45 in the morning, and didn't have it in me to sit there for another 5 hours to wait for the evening hunt. So we ended up calling it a day early and driving home. And you didn't get anything either.
I did not.
But
I did not.
it was, I mean, just time in the blind, right? We
Mhm.
did a ground blind this year, which
Well, this time it's a little hard. So this year you have an apprentice license,
I have to be with you.
so we have to be within earshot. So it's kind of hard to be in a stand because, well, me's a big boy, and you're not going to fit in a stand with me.
Hmm.
So it is a little more difficult. I don't mind hunting from the ground. I like the challenge, and I think you'll learn a lot from it. And I think it's easier. It's easy. I don't want to say it's easy. Being in the tree stand is easier by far. It's just, it is. The challenge from the ground is nice.
It was, the squirrels are loud.
Very loud.
And
You don't realize how loud.
the sparrows next to the blind in a bush sound like a deer walking closer and closer and closer to the blind, and your heart's racing, and you got the release on the back, and you're like, I'm ready to just draw this thing. Like, this thing's coming right around the corner. I'm gonna see his antlers any second now. He's gonna poke his head out from behind that bush. We're sitting right next to a trail. So chances are this is his trail. He's gonna walk past that bush, and as soon as his head clears, pow, right? Never happened. Little sparrow popping around on the ground, sounding like deer feet. very frustrating.
But it was fun. I think you underestimated the cold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't help that I forgot my gloves at home.
Yeah. Check.
Rookie mistake. I had my hands in my sleeves, but I had to leave my finger out for my release.
So, new checklist for hunting.
Gloves.
And we'll be going again soon. Real soon. We got to get a little bit more practice in for you to get you a little more comfortable shooting beyond 20.
Hmm.
But 20 and in, I think you're going to be solid. You were shooting really well.
I just want some venison for my birthday.
Well, the rut is right around the corner. So, we have a good chance.
So we need to get time in at the range to sight me in.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been spending some time on the range with something else.
Yes, I'm getting the PRS 1.0 223 gun squared away. And I went to the range to try and get some group shooting and sight in because now I have the new scope, new base. Like it's coming together. All the pieces are coming together. I could not get comfortable behind the rifle. I was so uncomfortable. It was so hard to shoot. And I talked with a buddy of mine. I'm like, hey, do you think I should put a riser on? So I have a 419 mount, but it's like a 153 or a 154. And my head is just completely cocked to the side. It's like a 90-degree. It's very uncomfortable. He's like, yeah, definitely try a riser. The mount is not cheap. I mean, that mount is every bit of $400 or $500. So I don't want to have to try and buy another mount.
Right.
Uh, he recommended, and then uh, Frank Galley recommends just getting like a Monstrum mount. You can find them on Amazon. He said they're pretty good. They hold zero and they're inexpensive to try different heights. So I got a mid-rise one and it kicked it up about an inch.
Like
And
a 2.5 now.
yeah, about 2.5. A little higher. It's like 2.6 now,
Mm.
I think is the total. What a difference. Went out and shot it, super comfortable. I was actually finally able to mess around with, so I have a Luth MBA 3 stock on, which has all the PRS, the cheek weld, the canting of the butt plate, the length of pull, like all the adjustments on it. Before, I couldn't really adjust it. I needed everything as like small and compact as possible to get my big ass head down to try and see through the scope. Not the case anymore. What a difference shooting. It is so comfortable. Now I can just like place my head down and the sight picture is perfect. There's no scope shadow. There's nothing going on that seems iffy. I'm just comfortable behind the gun. I grouped it right now with just some crappy 55 grain ammo, and I'm getting 4-inch group right now at 100 yards with some crappy. I don't even know. I know I shot some Independence and I shot some Arms Corps. Like
Mm.
just crappy 55
Just
grain.
whatever you got.
Yeah. I got a rough zero, so now the next time I go out, I'm going to be doing ammo testing on it with some higher grain, like 69, 73s, and really see what the gun likes to get it squared away. I also heard that our local PRS match goes year round. Like they don't stop. Like in the cold, they're shooting.
Oh, that's your jam,
So I might
huh?
be able to actually shoot it in the winter. I also added a level to it at the same time, which I learned in the class was very important, but I never ordered one. And when I went and shot the first time, I'm like, oh, I'm missing a part to my setup when I go to shoot. Hey, here, my comfortable, no scope shadow is the gun level. Well, I couldn't check that because it wasn't there.
Hmm.
So I just found a level on, I think it's from the same people that actually make the riser, but it just bolts onto a single Picatinny rail slot. I shoved it under the scope now because I could, because it was tall enough, and it works out great.
The riser and the those you got those on Amazon.
Yeah. Yep. They were cheap.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting to get a few more different types of ammo. The goal is to find out which factory ammo groups so I can have an idea of that grain and bullet that it likes, and then reload based off that and get it even tighter.
Mm-hmm.
This is the ultimate goal.
Probably have quite a few range sessions in your future with this to see what she likes.
Yeah, depends if the ammo comes in at once.
Mm-hmm.
If it all comes in at once, I can, bang out a few different test loads on it. That's kind of where I've been at. That, and I built a soon to be released crazy M&P.
That thing is crazy.
I just, I
How
just,
did you explain it to me? It looks like it has.
it's an M&P with a bunch of tumors growing on it,
Yeah.
and you'll see it. There'll be a video out on it soon. It's just kind of one of those things in the winter. I like to take a break and just have fun shooting, messing with carry guns, messing with stupid things.
The mad scientist comes out
This
in the
falls out
winter.
under the stupid thing, but it does shoot really freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super impressed with it right now, and I think it'll be a fun. I just finished fitting the holster to it yesterday.
Definitely going to be a winter match gun.
For sure, for sure. All right, guys, that's it.
We will.
Episode 199 of the books. We'll see you episode 200 next week. Promise.
Yes.
Say I promise, Jackie.
I promise, Jackie.
All right. Anyway, you guys know what to do if you need to get a hold of us at Laugh and Load on Everything, or shoot us an email at pewtimepodcast@gmail.com. We do read them. Some of you guys have just asked questions on there, and they were kind of, I don't know why you didn't want us to talk about it, but we also respond to help questions on there. But send us questions there to talk about and topics on here, because we do like talking. We have pretty vast experience in quite a lot of things of shooting and constantly learning, i.e., the precision hunting or precision rifle shooting and hunting.
Correct.
So hit us up there, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Okay, bye.